Welcome, everyone. Sleep is most desired and a lot of times underrated because our activities outside is so fast. Our world is moving so fast. And yet, it's absolutely a needed uh, requirement for our body to regenerate, to recuperate, all that. So the question always comes up, how long of a sleep do you need? There's some variability. People talk about that, 8 hours. Many studies have been done about this, and people come to a conclusion that it's between around 7.5 hours is what they came up with. A few papers that I was reading, and the reason is because 8 hours they add to 8 hours. You take time to go to sleep and get up, etc. But that is not the number of hours was one factor they looked at. But the second factor they looked at was how deep the sleep is. And we call that an REM phase, rapid eye movement. Because typically about an hour and a half, 2 hours after the initial falling asleep. And see, we are dealing with immunity community. The immunity part increases when we get the REM. This is related to the amount of REM sleep. All the immune cells, they work better. The healing part is better. All this increases significantly when you have that particular REM sleep. So that's just one point to think about. There are many other data points about the immunity that go into it. I'm just mentioning a couple of things. For example, white cells, movements of white cells. This is an important, how they move and how they attack the invading agent, etc. Now, people think that, okay, I had not enough sleep during my working time, so I'll catch up during the weekend. How accurate is that? Can you really catch up? Say you sleep on 4 hours or 5 hours, and now you say add up a little bit. Say I need about 6 more hours of sleep. If you sleep 6 more hours during the weekend, does that work for the body? The answer is simply no. Partly because the quality of sleep, the depth of the sleep is not necessarily the same. Something else that is very crucial, and that is very interesting as far as the immunity is concerned, as far as the most benefit for sleep is concerned. And this has to do with what we talk about, circadian rhythm. This is a very fascinating part, and this is the point that we need to understand very clearly. Everybody's biological clock is adjusted at a given time. So just observe your week, initially just a week, and see at what time do you go to bed and what time do you get up. Keep a little diary. And that is very crucial. Now, it varies from people to people, and we did talk about the daylight and how the circadian rhythm goes about that. However, constancy of sleeping time, keeping the constant sleeping time, go to bed at the same time every night, is a big difference between doing that and even if it's 8 hours sleep. One time you sleep at 7 p.m., the other one 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. like that. 8 hours, you take 8 hours slot there. The body gets confused because circadian rhythm is how the entire system is adjusted. And if we are not adjusting the sleep part, the rest part, the mental part, the breath part, everything, we're not adjusting to that particular timings, then the value of sleep, the rest is lost. Make sure we adjust the timings in order to get the immunity right.